Hola, mi bishes, tis I, Chlois, aka Manny Bish, over on Instagram, and today we are doing a little fall mani with these dip powders I got off of Amazon. They were from Pretty Diva, and it came in a set of like I think 5 dip powders and some gold flakes or something like that, and they don't have any names, so I'm just using the fall combo that it is. If I can find it, I'll link it in the description box because this was from last year. So, anyhow, I'm using the gray and this, like, I don't even know how to describe this pink because I want to say mauve, but it's not mauvey. It's like, I don't know, it's really pretty though. So, anyhow, I'm using these 2 colors. And I'm doing the gray on my ring finger and pinky, clearly, as you can see, and I can't think. So that's where I'm doing the gray. And then I'm doing the pink on the other 3 fingers. And I'm going to be doing 2 dips each of these. And then we're going to be trying out a different technique in terms of nail art. Like, is it... My brain is like shot. We're doing all this, well, I'm doing all this packing and stuff of my dip powders and stuff because I don't trust anybody else to pack it. So I'm packing it, and y'all, I have a problem. I have a serious problem. I think I need to go to like Dip Buyers Anonymous or something because, oh my. Yeah. So I've been packing and dealing with all of that, and my brain is like a shot. So I don't know if it's considered a different technique, or, I mean, I guess it would be a technique. We're using all the same products that I always use, like gel and stuff, but anywho, stupid rant. I have all of these videos scheduled out because, of course, I am filming this, or I've already filmed it, like, at the end of July. I'm doing the voiceover for this in August. Y'all will not see it until, like, September or October, and I'm not sure which one, so I'm sorry. But, I am, like, all over the place with all of these, so know that when they upload and y'all comment and everything, I will be like, that'll be me. I don't have any like pre-written out comments or anything. I'm not that crazy. Do people do that? Can you do that? Is that a thing? That'll all be live. Like, you will be chatting with me when you comment on the stuff. But anyhow, everything else until like the middle of October is stuff that's already been pre-filmed. So I probably looked like a crazy person walking around with fall manis in the middle of July. But whatever. Oh, especially the Halloween one. Anywho. Yeah, we're doing 2 dips of this. And I have literally no idea what I've completely talked about already for the first 3 minutes of this video. I'm not even sure what I've said. So that's where my brain's at. We did 2 dips of those colors. Now we're doing clear. And I, of course, am using my Mani Boss dip liquids. And, I am not going to use my dip top coat, though. We're going to use gel. Because we're making these matte. Because it's fall. And a good fall mani, not saying that all fall manis need to be matte, but there's just something special about a fall mani being matte in a certain sense. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what we did. And we are activating after that. I filed and buffed. I am getting out some gel base to make my nails just a little bit smoother, even though I did buff. I want like a smoother surface for the nail art. I find that if you add a layer of gel, whether it's base or top coat, before doing like fine line work or anything like that, you don't have as much bleeding because there's not any like divots or file scratch marks or buff scratch marks or anything, because sometimes buffers can leave scratch marks. They don't always, but they can. And you don't have any of that like bleeding into those fine lines or anything. So, just a tip. So I'm mixing up some black and clear to get like a sheer black. And we're going to kind of do some like, the idea is there, guys. The idea is there. I seen it in an Instagram video and I wanted to try it. The idea is there. My execution is not there. So don't blame the technique because it's good. Blame the executioner. Can I say that? Blame me. The person doing it. Okay. So we're doing those. I'm doing like vines and stuff with leaves. And then I'm doing a pumpkin on this one. And it's going to be in that like see-through type of, I have somebody trying to break into the room with me. Hold on a second. Okay, so I'm using this sheer black. And we're just doing very faint little things in the back on my nails. So on my ring finger, I did the little like vines with the little leaves. Very fall-esque. And then on this one, we're doing pumpkin. And it's going to be sheer. And it's going to give like I guess kind of like the illusion of a shadow. And so I'm going to cure these. And then I am going to add matte top coat over it. Oh, but first I'm going to add some gold because gold is everything when it comes to fall. Maybe not everything, but it's something. So I'm adding this to my nails. And I'm also going to add some to my thumb because I just felt like my thumb needed a little something. So it wasn't just completely bare bones because I look at my thumb a lot. Because that's just, I don't know. Anyways, I add some gold to my thumb too. And then I'm going to go over the matte top coat. So these things are kind of like pushed into the background. So matte top coat. Then I am going to go in with a layer. And we're going to essentially do the same designs, but with just straight black gel polish now. This is the gel paint that I always use or have been using in the last few months, like nonstop. And we're not going to go directly over what we did in the first round. We're going to place them differently. Now, I say that the idea is there, but my execution was not because, as you can tell, my ones in the background, especially for my ring finger, not so much the pumpkin, but for these plants, it was very thick, and so it didn't look as neat as it could have. When I'm just using just the straight gel paint, it is very neat and fine lined, but when it was the mixture of the black and the gel top, I think it's because gel like is just a little, when it's a base or a top coat, it's a little thicker, runnier, so it just spread a little bit more than I wanted it to and made it a little bit thicker. So I should have used a different brush. But it's done and over with. It still looked good. It could have been neater on my part. So I'm going in and I'm adding now the like more in the front things. It's giving like the ones that we did first are more like in the background and they're farther away in a distance. Whereas the ones that we're doing in just straight black are up close and, you know. So on this one, I'm doing my pumpkin off the side of my nail here. Now, I don't know. I feel like I should have changed the angle on this nail because after I finished it and was looking at it and was taking pictures for like the end of my videos and stuff, I noticed that I just wasn't vibing the way I wanted it to. Because that one pumpkin is like directly behind it in the same like angle, the same kind of size. This one's a little bit bigger, but it's the same. I should have changed the angle of the second pumpkin That way it flowed a little bit better and didn't look just like a shadow, essentially. So I will say, like, try and change up the location and angle of the things that you do if you're going to try this. So now I'm going in with this is just the regular top coat, and I'm going to cure this because I like to go in with regular gel top coat before going in with the matte. So now I'm going in with the matte, and I do the gel top first before finishing off with matte because it just makes it smoother. I don't know if sometimes you notice, like, you can see the streaks in a matte top coat if you use a matte top coat. If you use gel top coat first and then apply matte top coat, it kind of helps make sure that you don't get those weird streaks in there. And it just goes on so much more smooth. And I do not have a problem with longevity or the matte top coat sticking or anything when I do this. So that is that. Now, again, we're going to cure this. And I did try and do the same thing on my thumb, but meh. So here is my fall mani. Again, I do like it. It came out good, but it could have been better. So I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you like this video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, bitches!